right, guys, we are ready now for Speedball. Our players are actually involved in the game. You've been watching a little bit of it above, but here's kind of the gist of what happens. Both teams start on opposing sides, and there's a ball in the middle of the map. If you step over it, you actually get the ball. Your goal is to run it to the opponent's side or an end zone, hold it there in a capture point for a couple seconds to score. Now, you can shoot the ball at your teammates who actually pass it. If you die, you drop the ball. There's a 3-second countdown timer where someone has to pick it up in that time. Otherwise, it'll go back to the respawn point. First to 5 points wins the set.
And Godson is AFK. He should probably try to help his team, but here we have Chance hopping down to the ball now. It looks like he will be able to grab it first, so maybe... Oh no, actually picking off PAX 7 there. Does actually get... XP3 swoops in and steals the ball. Alright, so it's actually moving incredibly quickly. The ball is going to be dropped a lot during this match. I might have to make use of this overhead view a little bit more so we can just see what's going on. Chance has the ball right now for the blue team, working his way toward the red attack, but again, just constantly being dropped and picked up.
You can always see who has the ball as well down in the bottom right-hand corner. It'll tell you the active person in that little gray box there. So it is currently PAX 7 with the ball at the moment. A couple of good kills there
Trying to find him.
by rapha, yeah. And so we're not going to be able to watch the ball carrier at any given point in time probably. But PAX 7 is getting pretty close there. We see rapha trying to defend.
He's sitting on the goal now.
And there it is. That's a score.
All right, so this server is set to the first to 5 points wins, and is it win by 2? I'm not.
I don't think
sure.
so.
Okay.
I'm nearly positive that it's not. So XP3
right.
calling people a tryhard there. So there we go.
So a new round has started. Rapha's a little slow out of the gate, but Chance actually getting killed already. So we've got Godson with the ball. Let's find him again. There we go. So actually finally getting the view of the ball carrier. He's working his way toward that blue attack point.
And getting there pretty quickly. It's yeah, he's actually got to go to the other side. I think he realized he was going back towards his own end zone there for a second, and self goals don't work.
Well, he was just fleeing from the attackers, and now the ball's kind of out in space. Rapha actually picking up now. So Rapha's got the ball, working that way towards, but PAX 7 obviously kills him and picks it up for himself.
Okay, so PAX 7 with the ball now. Chance trying to jump in and see if he can pick this off. PAX 7 is really far ahead there. Chance, unfortunately, none of those spam rockets going to land.
All right, Chance actually turning around, trying to get himself, just keeping himself alive, actually, at this point. ESP gillz actually picking off PAX 7 and now grabbing the ball, working back toward the red side of the map.
Okay, so he's got to try and make his way out of there very quickly, but he can't do it. gillz has dropped it, just 3 seconds remaining, and then it's going to go back to the center. No, Godson picks it up in time.
Godson back with the ball, cannot shoot while he has the ball. If he does, he actually might pass it to his enemy, so gotta be careful not to just instinctually click on your opponents. Oh man, but just drilled with rockets from rapha, and rapha's gonna pick up the ball and head back toward the red side. This is the most back and forth round yet, and looks like he's pretty free and clear for the first few seconds here. Don't see any real threat. There are some red rockets coming around, but he's got a chance to actually hop down or continue along this ledge, and the visibility is going to be really low. He's going to want to wait for his teammates to come try to catch up and run point for him, as he cannot shoot right now. He did actually just pass the ball to PAX 2 so that he could take out that defender.
And unfortunately, though, it may make him drop it. No, he catches it just before it actually happens, but a nice pass there from rapha to avoid a defender for a while. Once again, he's trying to hit his teammate there and almost actually had it.
XP3 actually did get the ball to, well, no, he didn't. XP3 actually got in there and took the ball. Now nothing has the ball. The ball moves around a lot, let's just say that.
Yes, it does. And Chance actually picks it up mid-air as he jumps back up. So Chance currently has the ball. Godson trying to track him down, of course. You will see where the ball carrier is at any given point in time, so you can track him down a little bit easier. Yeah,
that ball logo there is actually sort of like X-ray. You can see through caves and walls. You can see it anywhere on the map. And it looks like Godson is actually going to pick up the ball once again, but he is surrounded by blue enemies there. And this round will continue.
That's right. So 3, 2, 1. The ball has been reset, so we're back in the middle of the map. People trying to jump in right now. XP3 is going to get it for half a second. Oh, and he actually makes his way out of there. There were so many defenders around. I'm surprised he was able to hold on to it as long as he did.
All right. Looks like who actually dropped it? It did get reset. The ball dropped. No one managed to pick it up. Now PAX 7 with the ball once again, so we'll stay on Chance's vision as he tries to hunt him down, actually getting taken out by gillz. So gillz is going to pick up the ball and start moving around to the left side. He's going to come join his teammate Chance up here to try and run defense for him. Of course, he has the option of passing to Chance as well, but he does hit the jump pad. Chance looking around for him now. I don't think I have gillz. Oh, there's gillz, actually. So we do have the ball carrier here, getting closer to the red cap. He is actually only going to have to stand up for a couple of seconds to get that point, and now we're tied at 2.
2-2, so we're very close. Once again, it is first to 5, so a very even round we're seeing so far, and we start over once again as both teams spawn opposite corners of the map.
All right, gillz shooting out of the gate here. Chance actually getting a little bit ahead, but they all overshoot the ball just because the jump pad is so strong there. PAX 1 picking up the ball, Godson picking up the ball. The ball is just flying all over the place. But Godson now, I think we can take his vision right here. So he is actually unable to shoot again, can't fire rockets, so he's actually just going to try to outrace these blue defenders and get to their cap. Looks like he wants to pass it, but that's going to be kind of difficult. Long-range passing there.
He got it.
He got it to XP3, but then XP3 got picked up immediately, and now PAX 1 with the ball headed back to the red side, the red attack.
And, oh, PAX 1 almost took a rocket over the shoulder there, but no, he is good for now in the tunnels. And we'll see if he can continue on with things. Still has control of it, and the blue team is doing a nice job of delaying up at the top for a while.
Yeah, XP3 cannot really pursue the ball as quickly as he wants to because of all those teammates there trying to pick him off. Now the ball is actually a little bit lost. It looks like XP3 is ending up with a very nice position to try and pick him off. One more shot, and the ball will drop.
Wow.
There it goes, so XP3 can pick it up and try to go back on offense for red here.
And he has a nice little position here. I imagine a couple of attackers are going to get behind him here in a second, but he's already brought it across midfield. I feel like I should be calling like John Madden official. Like, that's the 40, the 30. That was Harry Carey.
He turned around. He's running the wrong way. No one knows where he's going. All right, so XP3 picking up a few more kills. Dropped the ball, though, and it has been reset. Basically, it takes 5 seconds for no one to touch the ball for it to be reset back to the middle of the map. PAX 7 with the ball now, so we'll watch one of these blue defenders trying to chase him down. Looks like he actually might have gotten away. I'm not sure. Oh, Rapha actually picking up the kill there and then actually grabbing the ball, heading back to that red attack point. And don't see any red defenders actually in front of him.
No.
So he might be free and clear here if he can just outrun his opponents. You can see his stamina is totally drained, holding down that spacebar just to keep going as fast as he can, and he might actually get in there before any red players respawn. Oh, wow, look at that. PAX 7 swooping in, trying to pick up the kill, knocks him off the point, but still scores for blue.
What an impressive point there for Rapha. Applause even from the crowd as blue actually takes 2 consecutive points now to put themselves up 3-2, just 2 points away from taking the map.
I was coming for you, says XP3, but a little bit too slow. Rapha getting that cap again. The beginning is so awesome. You see all the rockets just showering down toward the ball. PAX 8 picking up the ball. This is one of our PAX attendees sitting down to play with the pros, so we'll see how far he manages to get. I'm going to keep Rapha's view for just a moment, see if he can pick off nothing. No, actually he goes down. Here's Chance trying to keep his... I don't know, he's actually trying to get this ball carrier to drop it. He needs to get up the hill, though. Instead, gets picked off as well, trying to find another blue defender to stop the ball. I'm not sure Rapha knows what's happening. The ball's getting super close to his point, his attack point there.
That's right. It's actually almost about ready to be capped here in a second unless it goes down, so...
Oh, gillz is right behind the ball carrier if he can pick him off. Oh, no, he still had 1 armor left. He's still got the ball. He just needs to stand there and cap that point. There he goes.
There it is. Okay. So PAX 8 is able to keep that and brings things right back, and we're all tied once again. Again, it is first to 5. This is Speedball from ShootMania. Hope you guys do enjoy this game mode. We have a bunch of beta keys you're giving here. You can pre-order the game for $14.99. It's being picked up as an esports title by organizations like ourselves, IGN Pro League, ESL. So we're really excited about this, and hope you guys are too.
It is actually worth noting that this mode is not an official mode from Naughty and Ubisoft. It is actually a fan-made mode. He made his own game type, because ShootMania has so many options for making your own game types and maps and all that sort of thing that you can actually make your own, you know, capture the flag with a twist, or, you know, speedball like this, time trial, time attack is another fan-made mode. You can basically do whatever you want in this game and host your own server and play on it with your friends. So it's really, the possibilities are endless, and Speedball is one of my favorite fan-created modes that we're seeing here. It's just really fast-paced and really a lot of teamwork involved, and it's just a lot of fun.
Oh, and Godson actually passed off to XP3 there, so XP3 has the ball starting to go underneath the tunnels, and he is out of range of most of the blue defenders so far, so it looks like gillz going to try and go over the top and predict where XP3 is going to be. He's done a pretty good job of that, and has a forward position. XP3 has to come to him now.
Yeah, gillz is actually the closest defender to the ball, but actually gets picked off from behind. Rapha now being the closest to the ball carrier, XP3. He needs to try and figure out where he's going to be attacking from. He's going to have a few seconds to try and block this. Of course, that ball title there is visible from anywhere on the map. It basically gives you X-ray vision, and rapha just easily cleans that up. He's going to let the ball reset. Oh, wow, that could be risky.
Okay, so rapha actually has the ball at the moment, and he is very far behind the midfield, so he needs to get out of there. He could actually use the jump pad that was inside to jump him over the top. No, actually, that goes away and becomes the goal. Never mind, I'm a liar.
Yeah,
so.
and also another good point is that he can stay with his teammates this way.
Yes.
They can run defense for him. rapha is unable to shoot. He can only pass the ball.
No, he actually passed it off to gillz.
Oh, gillz has it now. Okay.
Yeah, so he did pass off to gillz. Not sure where gillz is at the moment. There we go. Still pretty far back. If Red's able to take this over, they're going to have a pretty short distance to be able to recap.
Yeah, so that was such a quick strike from Red to tie things back up, and now this is just another huge back and forth attack right now. XP3 grabbing the ball, getting closer and closer to that point, and he drops the ball. In a couple of seconds, it will reset in the middle of the map. Nothing is actually going to be in a good position to grab it if that happens, but PAX2 for the blue team actually picks it up. He's going to have to start working his way back across the map. rapha trying to deal with PAX7 here, keep him off of PAX2. I don't believe I have the camera view for PAX2, though. Chance giving us a view of the entire field. Still not really sure where the ball is.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the overhead view then.
Okay.
So we can,
actually, I think I just saw him all the way back at the wrong side of the map.
Let's take a look at that overhead view, though. So as we can see, the
PAX2 is right here by the blue side. He actually might not even realize he has the ball. Oh, no, he passed it. I think he passed it to XP3, who's right there, 5-4. It will reset, but PAX2 picks it up again. He's at the wrong side of the field. In 2 seconds, it goes to overtime, though.
And here we go. So PAX2 has it. He's going to try and make his way across the map. rapha trying to back him up. Very nice job picking off an opponent there. PAX2 has made it down to about midfield, but he still has a long way to go. PAX7 takes it over, though.
They basically, okay, so what's happening right now, you see the timer is frozen in 1 second. If the ball resets, we're going to go to overtime. As long as the ball is in play, they have a chance to actually win the round. So what happens if the ball gets reset with no time left on the clock? It turns into a keep away mode, and then the first team to hold on to the ball for a full 45 seconds actually wins the round. So it transforms from taking the ball to the enemy territory to just keeping it away from the enemy entirely.
But look at that. The ball is actually very close to the red capture point here. We can see Chance right behind PAX1. PAX1 trying to jump on the point. It only needs it for a couple of seconds. No one's really there, and there's a score for blue. 4-3. They're just 1 point away from taking the map.
All right, this could be over if blue team manages to get the next point. Red is basically going to have to do something here, and here we go right at the beginning again. We're going to see this shower of rockets. Chance actually staying behind a second so that he can get easy shots on the ball carrier. Godson actually picks it up first, but it gets eliminated very quickly. All the players just trying to thin out the herd, so to speak, so that they can get a clearer shot at the ball. Right now, the ball is on the ground once again.
And XP3 has the ball, so I think we can. I think we have his view. There we go. So he's got that little nucleus. Of course, he dropped it in order to do some damage to the attackers there, which was not a bad decision considering how many people were in front of him.
All right, rapha with the ball now. He'll need to work his way to the red side. He just passed the ball to PAX8. It really is just an instinct if you see an enemy player to try and shoot them. But in this mode, if you are carrying the ball, it will just pass it to them. So you're going to have to try to resist that urge as best you can.
XP3 has the ball, and he was out in the open with no one really around him either, so he's got a pretty good spot now to be able to make it up here without anyone interfering. Oh, there's a bunch of blue players off to the side.
That's going to be hard. He has to wait for his teammates here.
He throws the horn up in the air as well, accepting the challenge.
Yeah, I don't know how he's going to get through all the defenders right now, so he's waiting for his red teammates. That's a good thing to do, actually. He can just let them run out in front and try to thin out this blue defense. Their spawn point is not right on top of the goal, so he will have a chance to get in if they can take out some defenders.
And Godson's done a good job of thinning that out already. He's made 3 hits, 4 hits by himself without going down. And XP3 is going to try and assault the cap point, but he takes 1 armor of damage already.
Okay, notice actually XP3's armor is regenerating, and as the ball carrier, since you cannot shoot, you actually have a little way to compensate, and that is that your armor regenerates if you take a hit and manage to get away. And look at that! The team actually manages to pick off all the defenders, and Red ties it up 4-4.
That was really, really good team coordination there. So, wow, we are all tied things up with game point.
Yep, so whoever grabs this ball first will have that nice beginning advantage. However, the first person to grab the ball usually dies about 2 seconds later as everyone's just hopping all over the ball. XP3 quickly jumping into the tunnels, though. Wow, grabbing the ball, getting out of there. He's basically just racing against the blue team now to try and get to their attack point. There they are coming up the hill. He's actually slightly ahead if he can keep it going. He might have a chance to beat them there, but it's going to be a photo finish. It looks like gillz is actually getting pretty close to the point, and now he's actually going to abandon that strategy as the blue defenders have shown up. Now he's waiting for his teammates to run ahead, just like they did last time. So if the red players can manage to thin out those blue defenders once more, then the red team will have performed the comeback.
I do want to say that some servers are win by 2. I don't know if this one is or not. Most of them aren't by default.
We're going to find out. I think he's going to cap it.
And he got it! XP3 gets the point! And is that going to be the match? Let's find out.
No, so they have to win by 2, it looks like, for these server settings. So
okay. So we could have a very long match on our hands.
All right, so blue. Actually, red took the last 2 rounds pretty quickly with some nice strategy. They just grabbed the ball, waited for the teammates to catch up, and then basically just killed off all the defenders. I mean, that's one way to do it, obviously. Rapha dropping the ball, XP3 picking up the ball again. This is the 3rd round in a row where he's been the one to take the charge here, and which is kind of interesting because XP3 is one of the better shots on the red team. He is actually one of our ShootMania pros that qualified to come out here and earn that free flight and a chance to play for some big cash tomorrow.
There's no one really around him at the moment, though.
But he is wide open. I don't see any blue defenders here, and this could just be over 3 straight rounds for red team and performing an amazing comeback. Are any blue defenders there? No, XP3 scores for red, and that is the map. Good job, Team Red.
Congratulations, especially XP3 right there. XP3 right there actually taking 3 rounds in a row, an incredibly convincing performance from him, so really well done.